referring back to my earlier video, it's a short. Which language sounds more aggressive? Now, I think for a lot of people, it's probably listening to old speeches from Adolf Hitler. Now, I can get part of what he's saying. I can't get it all, but I can get part of it. Or the rock band Rammstein. Now, German is somewhat of a guttural language, or it can be. It can be pronounced. Of course, you can pronounce English in a very gruff, guttural way, too. There's a lot of words that are very, very similar, like water and Wasser, snow and Schnee. There's a bunch of words like that. There's a lot of words that are shared or borrowed or however you want to say it by the people that settled the British Isles. Were German speaking. Of course, other people. The Normans were French speaking. The Norman French. In 1066 when the Normans. So there's a bunch of words in English that are close to French words. Of course, Germans got this case system. Like the indefinite article, die, das, dein. I don't remember all, but you got to get them right. You got to match the rest of the sentence for it to be right, for it to be correct. And like for you, sie and du, well, one's formal, one's informal. Let's see. There's I used to listen to Rammstein quite a bit, but I got more into Schlager music, Schlager. There's a ton of it here on YouTube. Now there's two chicks that I really envy for their linguistic skills. It's Helene Fischer. She's got songs in a bunch of different languages, but she was born in Russia, but she moved. She was ethnically German, so she moved to Germany, when she could. She's got most of her stuff in German. She does have stuff in Russian, along with Spanish, and she's got a lot of stuff in English. Another one is Polina. I'm not going to do a separate video on her because I really like her music, but she's got. I think she's Russian or Ukrainian, one of those. She's got songs in Russian and Ukrainian. She's got some. Most of her stuff is cover stuff. She'll do other bands. Let's see, Russian, Ukrainian, Spanish. She's got some songs in French. She got some songs in English. She got some songs in German. I really envy her for her linguistic skills. On that fridge I looked at this morning, that 3-door reach-in, that's, I use that R290. As a general rule, when I do one of those boxes, I've done maybe 5 or 6 of those hydrocarbon flammable refrigerant boxes. I can say either 290 or R600A. I'll push them outside. This one, that would have been problematic. So I was, exercised, a fair amount of caution on that. I vetted the refrigerant very slowly. That is 600A and R290 are, one of them is propane, one of them is butane, but they're deodorized, so you can't smell them. They make them pure, so they're refrigerant. You can't just take a tank of propane or butane. I guess you could, but it'd probably gum up the system. But I exercised some cautions, and but I was careful. I didn't want to make myself into a fireball. Okay, let's keep life interesting, exciting. I love y'all. Bye-bye.